Sports stadiums, revered as epicenters of glory and achievement, can unexpectedly become the backdrop for profound tragedy. These rare but impactful moments not only etch a somber note in the annals of sports history, but also forge a shared bond among communities in their collective sorrow. As we explore the stories of athletes who met their end in front of their devoted supporters, we are reminded of the fleeting nature of life and the deep resonance these events hold within the world of sports. Join us as we uncover 10 famous athletes who died in front of their fans. Number 1. Miklós Fehér. Football, known as soccer in many parts of the world, has experienced its share of heart-wrenching moments, but few have resonated as deeply as the death of Miklós Fehér. The Hungarian forward, a rising star with a promising future, was playing for a Portuguese club in 2004, embodying youthful exuberance. His every touch, goal, and the cheers of the crowd solidified his status as an emerging talent. On a fateful January night, while on the field as a substitute and eager to make an impact, Fehér received a yellow card for time wasting and responded with his characteristic playful smile. Moments later, however, he collapsed on the pitch. The once vibrant stadium fell into a haunting silence. Despite immediate medical efforts, Fehér could not be revived. A heart attack at just 24 had abruptly ended his promising career and life. The football world mourned deeply. Fans created memorials, and teammates honored him both on and off the field. His death was not only a significant loss for the football community, but also a stark reminder of life's fragility. Number 2. Antonio Puerta. Football, with its pulsating energy and moments oscillating between despair and ecstasy, often mirrors the unpredictability of life itself. However, the sport came to a tragic halt in August 2007 when Antonio Puerta faced a heart-wrenching fate. A midfielder known for his ability to create magical moments on the field, Puerta had quickly made a name for himself both in Spain and the global football community. During a match filled with roaring fans and high stakes, tragedy struck when Puerta suddenly collapsed. The shocking scene sent chills through everyone present. Although he briefly regained consciousness and was helped off the field, his condition worsened in the locker room. A few days later, the world would learn the grim news. Antonio Puerta had passed away due to multiple organ failure resulting from a prolonged cardiac arrest. The grief was profound. The gleaming stadium, which had witnessed countless cheers and triumphant roars, would now be enveloped in an incredible silence. Number 3. The day Formula One lost its brightest star. Formula One, with its thrilling speeds and powerful engines, showcases the pinnacle of automotive engineering and daring driving. Yet, on May 1, 1994, the San Marino Grand Prix became a somber milestone as it lost its brightest star, Ayrton Senna. Senna, a Brazilian driver celebrated for his unmatched skill and fierce determination, had already won 3 world championships. His passion and relentless drive made him a legend in the sport. But that day, on the 7th lap of the race, tragedy struck. Senna's Williams car crashed into a concrete barrier at high speed, and the impact was catastrophic. Despite the swift response from medical teams, Senna's life was tragically cut short. Fans mourned, and Brazil observed 3 days of national mourning. Senna was not only a racing icon, but also a beloved national hero, known for his dedication to helping the less fortunate through the Senna Institute. His legacy of excellence and generosity continues to inspire. Number 4. The unforgettable tragedy of wrestling. Professional wrestling, known for its dramatic storytelling and theatrical flair, hides real dangers beneath its scripted facade. On May 23, 1999, the world was starkly reminded of these risks when Owen Hart, a beloved wrestler celebrated for his skill and charisma, suffered a tragic accident. During a pay-per-view event at Kansas City's Kemper Arena, Hart was set to make a dramatic entrance as his superhero alter ego, Blue Blazer, descending from the rafters in a harness. Intended to be a comedic moment, the stunt went horribly wrong. the harness's quick-release mechanism malfunctioned, sending Hart plummeting nearly 80 feet into the ring. The horror of the live broadcast was palpable. Despite swift medical response, Hart, just 34 years old, could not be saved. The wrestling world was thrown into mourning for the loss of a talented athlete and cherished figure known for his humor and kindness. Hart's death prompted a major re-evaluation of safety measures in wrestling, leading to lawsuits and increased scrutiny over the risks involved. Number 5. Marc-Vivien Foé. On June 26, 2003, in the vibrant city of Lyon, football faced an unthinkable tragedy. During the Confederations Cup semi-final between Cameroon and Colombia, the game was abruptly overshadowed by the sudden collapse of Marc-Vivien Foé on the field after 73 minutes of play. The midfielder, celebrated for his tenacity and skill, fell to the ground in the midst of play, leaving fans, players, and officials stunned. Foé, just 28 and a respected figure in football, had played for top clubs like Manchester City and Lyon. His unexpected death, attributed to hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, a hereditary heart condition, transformed the stadium's atmosphere from one of excitement to profound silence. The usual cheers were replaced by stunned grief as players, visibly shaken, knelt in sorrow. This somber event not only marked a tragic end to a promising career, but also highlighted the critical need for thorough health evaluations in professional sports. Number 6. Reggie Lewis. In the world of basketball, where towering athletes glide effortlessly across the court with electrifying dunks and nimble footwork, the last thing one would expect is a sudden and tragic end. Yet, in 1993, the basketball world was stunned by the shocking and premature death of Reggie Lewis, a rising star in the NBA. The captain of the Boston Celtics was more than just a basketball player. With his agility, leadership, and court vision, Lewis had swiftly established himself as one of the league's finest. He was not only the future of the legendary Celtics franchise, but also a beacon of hope for the city of Boston. However, fate had other plans. At the age of 27, while reaching the height of his prowess, Reggie's heart gave out during an off-season workout. Lewis collapsed suddenly, and despite desperate efforts to revive him, one of basketball's brightest talents was lost in an instant. The cause was an undetected heart defect, leaving the community searching for answers and grappling with the sheer unpredictability of life. The city of Boston, already steeped in sporting legacy, honored Reggie's name in its pantheon of legends, celebrating not only his skill, but also the heart and soul he brought to every game. Number 7. Philip Hughes. Cricket is often celebrated for its grace and camaraderie, was brutally reminded of its inherent risks in November 2014. The sport was rocked by the tragic accident involving young Australian batsman Philip Hughes. Known for his exuberant style and radiant smile, Hughes was a rising star in international cricket. During a domestic match at Sydney Cricket Ground, Hughes was struck on the neck by a bouncer, causing a rare and severe injury to his vertebral artery. As he collapsed on the field, the gravity of the situation became clear. Despite hopes for a miracle, Hughes passed away 2 days later, just before his 26th birthday. The sorrow was palpable, from local clubs to the highest echelons of international cricket. Players, fans, and officials mourned the loss of a brilliant talent. Number 8. The unthinkable goodbye of hockey's Alexei Cherepanov. Hockey, with its fast-paced action, icy arena, and roaring crowds, exudes an unmistakable energy and vitality. Yet, in October 2008, a silence deeper than any slapshot fell over the sport with the sudden loss of Alexei Cherepanov. This young Russian prodigy, celebrated for his swift moves, precise control, and scoring instincts, was heralded as the future star of Russian hockey and had been drafted by the New York Rangers. His promising journey took a tragic turn during a Continental Hockey League game in Russia. As the match progressed, everything seemed routine, with players battling fiercely and goalies making remarkable saves. However, with the third period winding down, Cherepanov collapsed on the bench. Despite the urgent efforts of medical staff and teammates, he could not be revived. His death from a heart condition stunned the hockey community, causing widespread grief and disbelief. The abrupt end to the life of a young man at the peak of his potential left fans, teammates, and the entire sport in mourning. Around the world, arenas observed a minute of silence to honor a player whose career was poised for greatness, but was tragically cut short. Number 9. The Fateful Nights of Boxing. Boxing is a sport known for its raw grit and endurance, has seen its share of tragic moments amidst its glory. One of the most heart-wrenching chapters in boxing history centers on South Korean lightweight Duke Kim. In November 1982, Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas was the stage for a highly anticipated bout between Kim and Ray Boom Boom Mancini for the WBA lightweight title. Both fighters entered the ring with fierce determination, unaware of the tragedy that awaited. Kim showcased extraordinary resilience, absorbing powerful punches while relentlessly pressing forward. As the 14th round unfolded, the grueling battle took its toll. A decisive blow from Mancini sent Kim to the canvas. Despite his brave attempt to rise, the damage had been done. Kim lost consciousness and was rushed to the hospital, where he remained unresponsive. 3 days later, he passed away from brain injuries sustained during the fight.